John Deere workers voted by 90% to reject a tentative agreement backed by the United Auto Workers Union. Here to tell us more about it is Jerry White. He's the labor editor of the World Socialist website and the editor of the Auto Worker newsletter. Jerry, what's the latest on the situation at Deere?
Well, on Sunday, as you indicated, the John Deere workers in Illinois, Iowa, and Kansas rejected a UAW-backed concessionary contract by 90%. These workers are absolutely determined to fight. They know that the situation is ripe to regain years of concessions given over by the UAW. The company's making vast profits, 1.6 billion in the last quarter. And they make critical agricultural and construction equipment. So the workers are determined to fight. The UAW, however, has responded, as it has always done, to try to delay, to prevent any action by workers. The union issued a 3-sentence response on their website, noting that 90% of the workers had rejected the contract, but giving no explanation on why they brought back a contract that was universally rejected. And now they've announced that there's a strike deadline on Wednesday night at 11:59, but it's clear, as I said, they're playing for time, and workers have got to be on guard against a last-minute deal or claims that progress is being made. Workers can trust nothing that the UAW says, and they have to prepare for all-out strike action on Wednesday evening.
You write in your recent article that the contract rejection at Deere is just one of several massive contract rejections at companies across the United States. Can you tell us more about the context within which the struggle at Deere is taking place?
Well, it's true. These are unprecedented, 90% rejections of union-backed contracts. The same thing happened among the Warrior Met coal miners in central Alabama. The same thing happened among Volvo Trucks workers in Virginia. Seattle carpenters have rejected contracts. McLaren nurses in Michigan have rejected union-backed contracts. And most significantly, the Dana workers, who are some 3,500 auto parts workers, rejected the contract at the beginning of September, again by 90%. And the UAW has kept these workers on the job. And these rejections are part of, in fact, a broader movement of the working class and the growth of a strike wave, which hasn't been seen in generations. Just in the opening weeks of October, Kellogg's workers have gone out on strike. Buffalo nurses have gone out on strike, and thousands and thousands of Hollywood television and film production workers, as well as Kaiser Permanente workers in the West Coast, healthcare workers, have voted for strikes. So there is a growing sentiment of opposition in the working class, and not only in the United States. 150,000 South African metal workers have gone on strike. There are strikes in Europe of Spanish transport workers. There was a parent strike in the UK against the spread of COVID, which was supported by workers all over the world. So really, there's a sense that workers now have to fight, and they've never been in such a powerful position. Workers at Dana or Deere are part of an incredibly complex global supply chain. What workers are producing are critical for the world economy. And for workers now to act and use their immense power to strike, to defend their living standards, to win back what's been stolen over generations is very decisive.
So what are workers doing, and what can they do to carry forward their struggle? And what role does the World Socialist website play in this?
Well, like the situation of the Volvo Trucks workers and other sections of educators, the World Socialist website has been assisting the Deere workers and the Dana workers in the formation of rank and file workplace and factory committees, which are completely independent of the corporatist trade unions. The fact of the matter is a 90% rejection of a contract is not going to get the UAW to change its mind. The union and the UAW and other unions have worked for the corporations for decades. They've imposed contract after contract using lies, intimidation. In the last Deere vote in 2015, they claimed it passed by 180 votes and imposed concessions. So workers have to take matters into their own hands. It's not enough just to criticize the union for its corruption, as much as it absolutely is. Workers have to build these rank and file factory committees. They have to prepare for strike action at Deere to unify the Deere workers, the Dana workers, the auto workers in the big three, other sections of the working class. And we urge workers to contact the World Socialist website at wsws.org/workers for assistance in building the rank and file committees so that Deere workers can unite, Dana workers can unite, not only in the United States. These are multinational corporations, and workers have got to unite their struggles across all national borders.
To find out more about joining a rank and file committee, go to wsws.org/workers.